This is Spike Rutherford coming to you live from the hurricane. Ladies and gentlemen, the hurricane is here. There's water everywhere. I don't know what to do. It's real. The hurricane is on the way. Literally, I just got an update on my phone that said, oh, that's what it said. It was just like, watch out. Something I don't get. How come when there's a lot of water coming, everybody goes and buys water from the store? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Is my water gonna get cut off? Is that what might happen? I paid my bill, or at least my mommy did. I helped. I'm gonna tell you, I've been through a couple hurricanes. The one on the street, Isabel. That was pretty rough. Some high, heavy winds, a lot of water, some trees snap. I remember during that hurricane, I remember riding down Military Highway. Now, Military Highway where I'm at is big 4-lane thing going both ways. It's a pretty big road. There was so much debris from trees and bushes and just trash in the middle of this giant highway. I swear to God, it looked like a really big path through the woods. It was so screwed up. And the freaking power went out for weeks. There was people just like randomly looting gas stations like it wasn't nothing. I literally tried to go buy a pack of cigarettes and people were coming out and they were like, yeah, we're robbing the place. Here's a pack of smokes. I was like, thanks. And I got on my bike and I left. Where I lived at, there's like two, you either get out this way or you get out this way through the neighborhood. And there was big trees down in the street. You couldn't get out. It took like a week before that was done. Nah, probably like 3 days. Like 3 days before they finally cleared those trees out of the way. But that was Isabel. Now, I can't remember what hurricane it was, but I was locked up for a hurricane. And the prison I was at evacuated. Now, I'm going to tell y'all about this. It sucked. It sucked really, really bad. We're watching the news. It was starting to flood at the prison, but shoot, we get a good heavy storm at this prison and they didn't let us out for a day. They had to wait for the water drain. It was like this prison was built in a swamp. I don't know why they decided that was a good idea, but they did, and they built it there. Oh, excuse me. So they come into the dorm, the police come in the dorm, and they're like, all right, everybody, we're evacuating, and they had us take all of the stuff out of our foot locker and put it in bags and sit it on the top bunks. All the stuff from our wall locker had to be put on the top 2 shelves, and then whatever was left went into a bag, and then like all the electronics just was left on the top bunk. And that was it. We didn't take no clothes with us, nothing. We got on the bus and we went to another prison where they jam-packed an entire prison into 2 giant gyms at a bigger prison. I'm gonna tell you right now, it was so hot in this prison, or in the gym of this prison. It was so hot. So hot. You just like you just stuck to everything. You did not stop sweating the whole time you were there, and we were there for like maybe 10 days like a week. We were there for like a week. You did not shower the whole time you were there. So you were in this box. Oh, dude. It was so bad. It was so bad. And the police are there with us. And everybody's like, we're prisoners. So everybody's trying to do prisoner type stuff. Gamble, smoke cigarettes, whatever. Dude, it was absolutely crazy. Tension was high. There was fights there. It went down. It went absolutely down. But I'm going to tell you one thing that I will never, ever forget. It is in my head. It is in my nose. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the smell of 300 men jam-packed into a giant gym with no AC and no shower. Oh my God. I swear to you, if you ever have taken your face and stuffed it right underneath somebody else's nuts and planted your nose onto their taint after they had not showered for a week. That's what this place smelled like. It was by far the worst. I would rather go sleep at the recycling plant. I swear to y'all, ladies and gentlemen, this was the nastiest thing I'd ever smelled. And the craziest thing is, my body contributed to that smell. Oh my God. I know they had to air that place out for a good month before it was out of the wall. I know the floor probably soaked that smell. It was so bad. But the food, we didn't get no hot food. Bro, I ate so many damn bologna sandwiches in that week. This is disgusting. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that this is how they treat me. I was a model inmate. Man, when they brought us here, they get us off the bus. They walk us into the thing. They got the cots set up. We're there, for the duration. Everybody's in there complaining, talking about, I dare somebody to steal something off that bunk. Bro, shut up. All your stuff and my stuff is up there too. Like, oh well. But inside my head, I was thinking the same thing. I dare somebody to steal my stuff. I didn't really have that much stuff. So actually, I was thinking to myself, like, you'll be sorry if you take my bag. You'll be like, damn, I should have grabbed the other one. So we get there, and all I remember, I asked the same question, how long are we going to be here? How long are we going to be here? As long as we need to be. That was the answer we got every time. But, people still continue to ask that question every day, 5 million times a day. So we get here, and, dude, we weren't there 5 minutes. And a dude had a bright idea. He was like, you know what? Maybe if I buck, they'll send me to a different prison. Yeah, no, you're an idiot. Yeah, if you're watching that, my bad, you're an idiot. Yeah, they were sending you. No, he went to the hole at this prison, and he sat there twice as long as we sat, or if not longer, than we sat at this prison. And now that I think about it, that guy's smart. He got to take a shower. That's some bull. While we were there, of course, we didn't go too far. The hurricane still hit this prison, but it wasn't built in a swamp. So the water started coming. Water actually came into the gym a little bit. That's when we started to think, our prison is screwed. Dude, I swear, when we got back to our prison, there was water and debris sitting in the prison. Like literally, it flooded. It was underwater. It's a good thing that we put everything on the top bunk because it got that high. That the water got that high. It was bad. It was bad, ladies and gentlemen. It was bad. But, when you build prison underneath water level, that's what happens. Yeah. I don't think they were quite prepared for what this hurricane brought. It was almost as hot as this room is right now. That was my little get my nuts off my leg dance. When they came in and they evacuated us from one prison and brought us to the next prison on a pink bus, yes, a pink bus. And for those of you who know what the pink bus is around this area, then you know what prison I was talking about. But I don't think they were quite prepared for this. They got us all to this other camp, and they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what to do. Man, I felt bad for some of these guards because they were trapped too. Man, we had guards walking around in t-shirts. It was crazy. But when this storm came, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, I was a little scared. I definitely was, man. You could hear the wind just whipping outside, throwing stuff into the building. When the rough part of the storm hit, man, the wind was whipping around so loud. That's all you heard. Man, for days, that's all you heard was the wind, the rain hitting the building, different things getting thrown into the building. The water was coming in. Animals were looking for shelter. Man, we were finding mice and snakes came into the gym. Man, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Now, like I said, I had been through hurricanes before on the street. But dude, this is a whole nother feeling. Out there, I could do what I wanted to. I could go where I wanted to. I was in charge of my own safety. But when you are under guard from other people and you're looking at them and they're like, what do we do? That's a scary feeling. You know, these people, they were pretty, this is the thought I had. They were like, you know what? We might as well just leave them here to drown and get to safety. What type of trouble would they have been in? I don't think they would have gotten in any trouble. It was absolutely scary. And then the drive back to the prison when you could actually see all the trash and everything that had been destroyed by the storm, you know, with trees coming down, the power was out. You know, we get back to our prison and the power won't out. You know, they got generators to run this stuff, but the torture won't over. I mean, at least I got to take a shower, but the chow hall won't run it. We weren't going to the chow hall. We were eating in the dorm. Still eating bologna sandwiches. We were still eating bologna sandwiches. Actually, sometimes we got peanut butter once we got back to that place. But it was bad. It was bad. You didn't get no reception with your TV. None of that was working. You didn't leave the pod. And man, tensions were still high. People couldn't reach their loved ones from the phone. You know, everything was going bad. And I think at that time, that was, I seen a fatality. This guy had a nail. Like what is it, an 8-penny nail? You know, like a big old nail like this. And I guess he had found it. And in another video, I was talking about being able to read people, their behaviors, their attitudes, their mannerisms. Well, one guy seen another guy crying and was like, dude, it's just a storm. And that guy jumped up out of his seat so quick and rained on that dude like he was like he was the hurricane. Boom, 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 boom. Punching him. And out of nowhere, he pulled this little nail out. If he was holding the nail in his hand, I don't know how he was holding it, but that probably only like this much of it was coming out. All you heard was 3 popping noises. Pop, pop, pop. He stabbed dude through his shirt and poked him with the nail. That was a really nasty sound to hear when you knew what was happening. But it just goes to show, man, when stress gets high in prison, man, anything's bound to happen. In a storm like that, when people can't talk to their families, you got us locked down, we ain't moving nowhere. Dude, don't mess with people. That guy learned the hard way. The blunt force trauma way. Well, actually, sharp force trauma way. I really felt bad for that whole situation. You know, if the guy would have recognized that guy's mannerisms, he wouldn't have got poked up. But with that being said, I want y'all to know that, man, stress is high. Stress high for me, for Joe, for Cody. You know, Cody was thinking about going out of town, but that might not happen. You know, you got a giant storm coming. What'd they say it was, Cody? We were going to get hit. By the time it hit us, it was going to be a 4. Yeah, 4 to a 5. You know, we got a giant storm coming. They're saying by the time it hits us, it can be anywhere from a level 4 to a level 5. That's a maximum security hurricane. You got to be ready. Man, ain't no water nowhere. They said, like, in a 20-mile radius, ain't no water to be sold. It's nuts. Joe had the right idea. Joe went and got 20 things of peanut butter, some jelly, gotta have that PB&J, and a bunch of other stuff, like batteries and flashlights. I just called my mom, and my mom was like, stop crying, it's a hurricane, we've done this before.
I got water too! I got water for sale! $5 a bottle!
Joe's selling water, $5 a bottle, ladies and gentlemen. Right?
I'm not gonna make money off of this hurricane.
Well, in the words of a good man that I know, well, that's it. Look, man, for anybody that is going to be hit by this storm, Be ready, be careful, be safe, and don't feed the sharks. All jokes aside, man, hurricanes are serious business, man. But be safe. If you are anywhere that is going to get hit with this thing, be safe. Do what the people tell you to do. Go where the people tell you to go. Don't get caught on your roof. You feel me? But until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, man. And get some stuff for the hurricane. Be safe, man. We love you. Peace.